don't know if you can see that on your end or flashing on my side. My light isn't flashing, but the camera is. Um, so we're just gonna keep going forward. Hopefully it evens out or gets his life together while we get started. But I have a message today, okay? I have a message and I am just eager to get into it. Let me see if I can make any adjustments because I would hate to record this video and it not do its thing. Okay, that works. Reveal your desires in alignment. We're gonna see if this works. This is my first time doing this. Obviously, if you've been following along, this is our third card reading. It has been a couple of weeks since we have gone live here, just for the simple fact that we've been relocating and moving and really just getting grounded in this root work season. At the time that I'm recording, it is January 2025, and I lightly throw up these air quotes because, yes, obviously it is January, but if you know me and as you follow me, you will learn that I don't resonate with the Gregorian calendar. These calendar days that we've been given, the numbers and the years and the months don't go together, but we still follow it anyways. Um, and so there's a totally different like method and practice that I follow that is more resonating with the earth and also with my own physical circadian rhythm. And so I put air quotes around January 2025 because I still feel like I am in 2024. I'm just finishing off my year. We still have 2 more months before we come into our true new year, which is in March, mid-March. And so, yes. So I'm coming to you to really just break down and get into these messages because um, reveal your desires in alignment was the message today, or the title of the message, um, because this was the first card that came out. Desire was the first card to come out, and I know in the previous videos we've talked about like manifesting, we've talked about really going for what you desire, um, rolling the dice and just like making it happen, like not overthinking it, but just do it, just throw it out there, take a chance and make it happen. And so now we're arriving at this desire. We are revealing our desires in alignment. And so what that means is like sometimes we can be like on our track or on track to our desire, and because we are on our way and we see so and so, you know, accomplish one thing and this person accomplished this thing and this business is doing this thing, along our travel, along our journey, we are seeing all of these accomplishments, and it's so easy to think in our mind like, well, what about me, like what about my turn, or what about my desires? You know, we may be very like on top of our manifesting, or on top of our you know, journaling and saying what we desire, but we haven't quite seen it yet. And sometimes it may feel like the Tower card, where, okay, so bear with me with the visual, um, but it may feel like the Tower card, where the Tower card is like everything's falling apart. Like I don't understand, why me? Why are things coming to an end, or why are things crumbling? You know, why does it feel like things are crumbling? And you know that saying where they're like, this is just a blessing in disguise. That is exactly what is happening. You are experiencing a blessing in disguise. And so there are moments and transitions that are happening in your lifetime that are blessings in disguise. People are being eliminated out of your life, or experiences are not unfolding the way that you anticipated. You know, you may have gotten this new job and you're like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is the route. This is what I've always wanted to do. And then there's one challenge after challenge after challenge that kind of shows like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I need to take another route. And so this blessing in disguise is really opening up the pathway for you to revisit and revisit your desires, revisit the things that you journal down at the start of the year, recalculate, like, what is it that what path am I walking on, and like where am I headed, and how can I, like, what position am I in that is really optimal for me to like easily move into the direction that I've been wanting to move in. And so I hope that makes sense. Like sometimes we can be so like stubborn and like, I have to make this work. I want this to happen for me. This is what I've always wanted to do, and not realize that something else that you always have wanted to do, something else that you've always desired, is right there before you, and it is like a prime opportunity. Like you are literally, it's like if you were aiming at a target and you have your rifle like in line, and you finally have it lined up at the target, and it's like you've been trying to aim at all these other targets, but finally you are in the right position to shoot and aim. I don't know why that was like the example, but like literally shoot and kill, like go for the kill, like go for what it is that you desire. There are being secrets revealed, and so secrets revealed can look like, you believed this relationship to be something that it wasn't in your life. You believed this person to be in a certain position where you may have had them at a certain level, or you may have given them access to a part of your life that maybe they weren't really supposed to be in that role. And so the tower moment is like, it's revealing all of those parts of those people that in your mind you're like, oh, I trust them with my life, like they wouldn't do anything to hurt me. But then they show you just a little bit to where you're like, oh, maybe I had the wrong impression of you. Maybe I thought wrong. And so it caused you to like reserve yourself a little bit and reassess your reality. And so Secrets Revealed, what's so beautiful about Secrets Revealed is that it's more than just revealing that truth, but it's also an opportunity to see like the beauty in things. Like you have this really cool opportunity to like reassess, recalibrate. Like it's this regeneration of things. And so as we move from the Tower card, we have the Four of Pentacles. And so the Four of Pentacles is kind of like a scarcity mindset. Like this transition may have um, scared you out of the way that you used to think. Like we can be so comfortable with the relationships that exist in our life, the environment that we exist in, the jobs that we have secured, but then when that job lays you off, it's like the fucking rug has been lifted up under your feet, and you are like prompted to move differently. And so sometimes you can be like, you have multiple ways to react, and the most popular reaction is like, oh shit, like how am I going to survive, what am I going to do, how do I move these things around. And sometimes there's a more lighthearted response, like out of gratitude. Again, this is a blessing in disguise. Wow, I have more time on my hands to pursue my dream and actually put forth that energy to manifest these things to happen. Um, and so it's kind of like the universe whispering secrets into your ear to say, hey, I gave you this window of time. I gave you this window of access. You're positioned and you're set up just right for this desire to manifest. And so again, back to the title of this video, we are revealing our desires in alignment. Let the alignment flow. Don't rush it. We have celestial alignment here where she's like, everything is flowing in perfect divine timing. Like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am filled with joy, and like everything is as it should be. And so we have a full spectrum of growth and ease and pleasure, and it's like, the ultimate joy. The card that matches this is Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the woman handing over a cup of cotton candy, and so that is our Six of Cups. And again, this is just the depiction on this card, but what I love about this is the reflection of and this card came in last time too, where our older selves are gifting our younger selves the life that we've always dreamt of, the life that we've always desired. You could turn it off all the way. But yeah, just like gifting ourselves the life that we always desire. And it's like who was that person that took that joy, that vision away from you as a youth or in your youthful mindset? Who snatched that away from you and said you couldn't do that? You know, um, and so it's like an opportunity to where like your adult self is giving your youth this opportunity to shine and to show up and to be loved unconditionally and to make those visions and dreams happen like with no limitations. And so that brings us to Page of Cups. Like in this Page of Cups reverse, you may be like upside down, like your youthful mindset may be tossed and turned upside down and just like bent all out of proportion. But there's still a seed, there's still a whisper, there's still hope that that young girl is still alive. She's still thriving. She's still bursting with ideas, and she's just waiting to come out to be spoken to. You know, some of us grew up, and it's like don't speak unless spoken to. She doesn't have to wait to be spoken to. But she's still in this space where she's like, is it okay to come out now? And so it is our opportunities, our duty to create safe space for that youth within us. It is our duty to hold space and listen and lean near to our youthfulness to say, okay, what is it that you said you wanted to do again? Okay, let's make it happen. And the way that you will be able to radiate light, love, and joy, and just blossom is it's unmatched. You know, it's unmatched. Speaking of blossoming, we have Radical Rebirth, and so Radical Rebirth, she is this divine woman who is totally um, embodied all of her dimensions and all of the versions of herself, and she is rebirth, this strong woman um, with this youthfulness at her core. And so this card also reminds me of the strength card, where the strength card is a reminder to step forward with your yeah, like your passion, and also like let the lion out of the cage. You know, we've been told so many times to tame ourselves and be civilized, or you know, to what's deemed acceptable, what's deemed good enough, or what's worthy of existing in a public space or whatever. And it's like she's like, you know, here I am, like with my lions. Like I feel like these lions are a reflection of her inner strength and her inner goddess. That is, you know, with like so on this picture she has a staff that has like it kind of looks like an illuminated amethyst crystal at the top, and it has like some lightning or maybe feathers hanging from it. But from how I see it, with this purple regal colors, it's just giving like she's stepping in her divine power. And I think that the most powerful essence that you can radiate is when you are embodying all versions, all fragments of yourself with confidence, without the concern of someone else's voiced opinion or someone else's limitations or someone else's fear from what path or travels they have endured on their journey to manifest their desires. But just like standing wholeheartedly in your reality, knowing that the path that you're walking on has been paved and or not paved just for you. And so yeah, radical rebirth and walk into that path, listening to your inner child. We have Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles talks about all the choices and options and the balance and nurturing in our realm, and it's in reverse. So I feel like maybe you are kind of like stuttering, like hesitant towards making the choice. Um, Most times, like 9 times out of 10, the very thing that is stopping us from manifesting our desires is our lack of choice. Not that we don't have a choice, but because we are stuttering our steps on choosing one thing or the other. We have so many options. We have so many resources that we sit at the forefront like, okay, well, if I do this, then I can have this. Well, if I do this, I do that. And it's like, girl, what you want? Like, what do you want to manifest? Which literally goes straight into this manifestation. What do you want to manifest? You have so many different versions of your reality. Make it rain, make it storm, and bring all of those versions of yourself, the dreams that you have, the visions that you have of yourself, bring them into fruition, because you can have it all. But it just takes for you to desire it, to actually say, this is what I want, and you go towards it. That's it. The rest is unfolding. The rest is really you doing the work of believing that it already belongs to you. The rest is just you, like, radiating in the heart space, like radiating within your heart space, that it already belongs to you, that you are worthy of it, that your desires desire you in return. That is your duty. That is your due diligence, in the practice of manifestation. And so, yes, that is the message today. I am really excited to share that. I hope that it resonated for somebody out there. If it didn't for you, it did for me. And I'm just so thankful that this message came out today, to bliss us on our journey. And I hope that it is something that helps you to, continue forward on your journey, and maybe support you on your steps moving forward that may have had you stuttering along the way. I feel called to share the declaration from Radical Rebirth. Simple. Still I rise. Still I rise is her affirmation. Mbuya Nahanda is her name. And so, yeah, may you continue to rebirth radically and let your youth shine, from within, and just let the magic flow. Let's see what happens. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Peace.